Oh shoot. What's up, friends? Can we talk? Can we pop out? Can we talk? Can we rapid face? Can we get on some positive-ish? Can we get on a high note? Alright, can we talk? Can we have a meeting of the minds? Yeah, I feel like we can. It is your friend, Miss Shannon, aka Chocolate Girl, aka the Nonchalant Savage, aka, it's just me, baby. I don't really do all that small talk and all the pleasantries. I get right to it and he gets right in. But I want to welcome everybody in and say hello to all my viewers and the subscribers who are watching this. Come on in the room, tap in, sit down, get grounded, and just, listen. This reading is timeless. It may not resonate, and to some it will. And if not, it's okay. Don't force it to fit. It's not for you, baby. It's not for you, but it is timeless. As your emotions, as facts. Yeah. This is we're about to get into it. Some grown man shit. Some grown woman bitch. Some do it to it. I'm feeling this is a grown up. I'm hearing this is a grown up reading. Mature people. No, I'm just kidding. But to all of the subscribers and to all the viewers and to everybody that watches this, may a blessing be added unto you, baby. I hope you receive it well. When you come into my house, speak, hit the like button, leave a comment, say hi. Subscribe. I got more in store for you. This channel is growing. And I want to grow with you. So, if you feel delighted about what you see, just hit the like button. Just say hi. It's free. You don't have to pay for nothing or none of that. I feel like I need to say something to cross watchers. Hey, y'all can come on in too. You're invited. This feels like a come one, come all, all are welcome. I don't discriminate. Somebody don't want me to talk. Hold on. Or judge over here. I'm going to get this message out, okay? Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to know that they can, that they can win. So this is going to be a general message, but it has a higher purpose type feel to it. Maybe you were struggling in the past about that, not knowing what your purpose was here, what you were here to do. But I feel like it was a problem for you. You struggled with that. You struggled with, sometimes you got lost in thought. I feel like there was an energy trying to play with your head. Like your thoughts were so negative that sometimes they consumed you and you may have lost track of your intuition. Like you were on a good one. You were focused, tapping into your higher self, and you were somebody who had to combat those negative thoughts coming in. Our mind can be our ally, but it can our mind can be our best friend, but it can also be a weapon against us as well. So I feel like you were somebody who was about growth, overall, and you were wanting to know, what is your purpose? What am I here to do? And you wanted some understanding about that, but you also had to learn to tune out these negative thoughts. And that was a challenge for you. And also negative people, because that upset your whole entire rhythm and your whole entire vibe. And it made you feel like that you weren't good enough, and you were. You had to release that. You had to really, really, I'm picking up, yeah. You were somebody who has a higher understanding. Like, you understand things on a higher level than anybody else would. And it's like when you would try to explain it, it's like you was talking a foreign language. Nobody understood what you were saying. So it made you kind of doubt yourself a little bit. And then you had the negativity and you kind of like ran with it. You know, you played into it because you felt like what you said, what you were speaking, but how you were coming across wasn't resonating. You were just talking to the wrong people. That's all. But you had to let go of that and know that, you know, you did have a higher purpose and that you were enough. You were always enough, and that's something that you had to realize. So once you let go of all of that, let's see here. Once you let go of all of that, give me clarify that, because this was in your past. This was something that where you were starting from. You could be, 21, 25, 23. Yeah. 135. 222 could be significant. 135 also could be significant. Yeah. It could be numbers for a lot of you. Clarify this energy here with higher purpose, letting go of negativity. What was the overall energy here? Yeah. Yeah. You had to stand up. You had to let go of these people that was in this environment, that these people that were around you, they didn't have your best interests at heart. You could have been dealing with somebody. This is like third party type energy. This is people that was around you that was just straight up narcs. Like, they wanted to control your every move, your every vibe. They wanted to have this covering over you to where you couldn't think for yourself, where you were someone who was already a high thinker. You were someone who was already of a higher mind itself. You didn't need anybody to validate you. You already came that way. But you had to believe that for yourself. You just had to believe that for yourself. And you had to understand that you were enough. And you could have struggled and battled with just being enough. Just, feeling like you are welcome, feeling like you're heard. Even though you have a higher purpose and you could be somebody. For people that resonate with that, when you are walking that path, you are walking it alone. It does get lonely sometimes. And I know sometimes you want to, you may want to have a friend or a confidant, someone there. But as you ascend, as you go higher, you're going to find that you're not going to resonate with everybody. You're not going to be like people cannot go where you're going because you're meant to go there by yourself, or you're meant to go, how that journey is for you. And they may not be ready. They may not be where you are. So when you have that mixed in with what you are going to do, with what's going on with you, it doesn't work. Somebody's going to get pulled back. It's like a push and pull. Like, it's going to pull you back instead of you moving forward. And so I feel like you had these toxic energies around you, even though these people, played like they like you. They didn't. They were unauthorized agents of here, and they wanted to keep you stuck while they were still standing and standing on their neck as well. Give me something for this. How did you overcome this? Yeah, you leveled up. You loved yourself. You, like I said, you knew you had to really stand on business and know that you were enough. You really had to stand on that and know that you were enough. Know that, like I said, you didn't need nobody else. to validate you. You didn't need nobody else to say, yeah, he, like, yeah, that person is 100, or she used this or she used that. You didn't need validation. You didn't need credentials for nobody else, because you already came validated. You already came certified. And you didn't have to explain that to nobody. It's just that sometimes you may get into your head. And when you get into your head and you let fear and all the negativity come in and all that doubt, it sets you back. And you forget why you came in the first place. It's like you had to pivot and, like, wait a minute. You had an awakening. You had to have an awakening. You had to have some kind of epiphany here, because you got up out of this. You said, wait a minute. I know where I come from. I know who I am. You broke up out of that funk, out of that fog, whatever this is. But these people tried to pitch you in and try to put like this covering of toxicity over you, masculine, covert toxicity over you, and tried to make you feel like you were not the shit, pretty much. They tried to make you feel less than. They tried to, and they rejoiced in it. They rejoiced in the fact, because they thought that they were bigger than the program. They thought they were bigger than you, only to find out that you are actually deprogrammed, and you are bigger than that. No tea, no shade, but you are. Because you're on a higher purpose. You're on a mission. You have something to do. You have something. There's a reason why you're here. So, yeah. Salute. Oh, shoot. Salute to you, sir, ma'am. Salute to you for getting up out of that. All right. Let's move on. In the present. In the present energy is I am fearless. So once again, this is something that you have to, this is an obstacle that you are getting over. I feel like once the smoke has cleared, once you have cleared all of this out of your head, I feel like when you ascend, you get to a level right where you're about to, I don't know, have like a grandeur or a really big awakening. Like, it's like old energy starts to creep in, like doubt and fear, stuff that is just so stagnant and irrelevant. But I feel like this is so small to you that it doesn't even bother you. You could also be a Taurus. Again, the number 33 is significant. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. You are a Taurus. Big energy, baby. You're very grounded as well. Very serious at heart. You could have, I'm hearing scared money don't make no money. Yeah, Two of Swords. There was something that you were contemplating here. Like two different paths that you wanted to take. There was something that you didn't see. There's a decision here that you had to make. But it's fear, and it's surrounding like material things, like tangible things. Pretty much how you make money. I feel like you had to get past this this fear, because this fear type energy, I feel like this has never really bothered you in the past. It never really stopped you, but it's here and now, because you are so close to what it is that you want, and you are so close to getting it. And it's like facts, and it's like it's so small and so minuscule, like it shouldn't even register, but it's here. It's because you could be somebody. What I'm picking up is that you are used to things just not even working out. You're always waiting for the shit to fall off from the bottom, because even though you can put your all into it, you put your effort into something, you go towards something, it never works out. Like something might work out, like it'll be a 1 in a million chance, and then you'll ride that wave and you're like, yeah, it's finally happening. But then all of a sudden crash out, because things just go to the left and you don't understand what happened. So before you wouldn't let fear stop you at all. It didn't even play a part. Now that you are so close to what it is that you want and so close to getting, I want to say, getting this reward, you are so close. Here comes fear trying to creep in like doubt. And you're having to shed that is surrounding your finances and your money and how you make it, because you probably feel like you're not worthy or deserving of it. But you know that's a lie. And you have to keep, shutting that down, because I feel like this keeps trying to show up no matter what. And you're not in fear of anything. You're taking the bull by the horns and you like, let's go. If you are a Taurus, Tauruses are stubborn, but you can't pimp a butterfly. You can't pimp a bull. Like, a bull is stubborn, they're strong. And like I said, 33 could be significant. The number 33 down here is significant, whether you're a man or a woman. But the number 6, you don't really break the 33 down because that's a master number. But you get my joke. Like, in the present, so you hadn't shook, the bullshit off of your higher purpose. You done dusted your crown off and you done moved on. Now here comes fear, trying to make a exit. Here comes fear trying to make sure that you don't move on. Okay. What is the overall energy here for this? What I say? The 10 of Cups. You happy, baby? There is no fear. There is no reason for you to fear, because everything is aligned. You just have to stay in this. I'm hearing this new frequency that you're on, and just completely let go of the fear. Erase each and every doubt out of your mind, out of your head, and just keep doing something different. Keep that same beautiful emotion going on, that sweet emotion. Listen to music. Go for a walk, exercising, whatever it is that makes you happy, because fear ain't nothing but a fucking illusion. When I say Page of Swords. It speaks to your level of understanding. Like, I feel like people are watching you, but they're watching you to see what you're going to feel. But you don't care, because you have something in you. You have... You're birthing something right now that is just going to take you a long way. And in a minute, you won't even be worried about that. Yep, 10 of Wands. You won't even be worried about the burdens. If you're carrying that, you won't be carrying it for long. It's about the way. Where am I? 18. And out of here. Get this up out the way, baby. Yeah. And this is why you can feel like you're alone and you're carrying all this, this has been a burden on you, but you're not about to be carrying this no more, because you have the remedy. You know how to heal yourself. You know how to dig yourself up out of that hole, that pessimism. When that type of energy comes on, you know how to alchemize that and turn it into something else. All right, get one more for this. One more. Yep. Nine of Swords. See? Yeah. You could have been going through this strife and this stress, and this is what's causing the fear, because your reality doesn't look like how you feel. So it's like you live in two different. This is starting to take a turn. I'm trying to get up out of this, but it keep coming. But I'm hearing you get it how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Even though your feelings are valid, don't let that stop you from moving forward. Like, even if you feel sad, because as they have said, thoughts create reality. You don't want to create a environment of sadness around you to where nothing is happening. So you have to be more careful, and intentional. And that's why I said alchemize that, baby. Turn that into magic, okay? Let me get one more, some advice here for this one. We're going to move on. This is Your attitude. Page of Wands reverse. Yeah. Your attitude. Yeah. Pay no mind. Yeah. Pay no mind to anything that's negative. Anything that comes from this energy here. I'm just picking up like it doesn't even matter. Like it don't even resonate. But that's what I have for that. Okay. It doesn't even matter because you already have the vision. You already know what you want to do. You already know what's going on. So take it how it resonates. Yeah. I feel like this is like draining the like with this page with this Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands here. I feel like it's kind of draining the fun. It makes it hard for you to be in like that passionate type of energy here. Because the Page of Wands is like, well, this is the Page of Inspirations. This could be blocking your inspiration because of this Nine of Swords here. You know, you could be not sleeping too good as well because of what's going on, because of the fear around your money, because of you just feel like it's not going to happen or it's not going to work. But I'm being led to tell you that you need to have faith because you are being guided, and it's something that you don't see coming. Your Seven of Swords. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. It's easy to get in your head, and it's easy to feel, stressed when you don't see what's in front of you. But what is it? We walk by faith and not by sight. Do not be fooled because you are about to be fulfilled. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. What did I say? It's coming for you. It's coming to you. It's coming right towards you. It's coming right towards you. Oh. You hear that shit falling in my kitchen now? I'm going to have to get up and inspect, but not right now. I finished the reading. Okay. Okay. Alright, and last but not least, last but not least, where are you headed? I feel like this has been like a series, like certain steps you had to take in each and every way. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Each and every step you've taken, it's led you, it's opened the door. And now you have this last and final one. The action that you need to take is that, and that you need to know is that you are responsible for your own life. Which means that you can switch it up anytime you want to. Because you wear the crown. It's your life. Bottom of the deck. I can change my thoughts. See? I can change my thoughts. Number 4, you can be, what's that? April. 4 could be significant. You could be a life path. Number 4, your birthday could be in April. And here you got the Four of Pentacles. I am responsible for my life. This is what all of that is leading up to. Like I said before, you knowing and understanding that you've already been validated. You've already, you came certified. You don't need no one else's outside opinions, certifications, validations. This is about you and your higher self, and you and your higher purpose. And sometimes we go through things like that where we doubt ourselves, where we're not sure if we're doing the right thing, if we're on the right path. But you could have been stuck in this decision making type of thing and it could have held you back. You know, it could have kept the energy stagnated and it kept you from moving forward because you weren't clear on which path you should take from that. Even if you're not sure, I've always been told when in doubt, always do what's right. Take the high road. That'll get you up out of that clouded thinking and stagnated energy and get you up out of your head. You know? It's like saying you are the creator of your life. Look, excuse me. Ace of Swords. That's the truth, baby. Yeah. Five Swords. Don't get manipulated. Don't get caught up in the hype. You have to build that trust within yourself now. I feel like you're on for people that resonate with this, I feel like you're on like a very, what's the word? Because I don't want to say serious, but meticulous. Like, this is to fine tune you up. Like, this is an upgrade. This is a level up. So you're on this, with your higher purpose here. It's like you're on this road to, dang, I don't want to say that word, but it's not that. It's a good feeling energy, but like high society, you know, like you already walked through the door. You've already been given access. So now you are in a different class, in a different realm. You're in a different rank. And so this calls for you to really, really go within, you know, to be grounded and meditate more. And just, this calls for you to really trust, you know, the guidance within. Trust your compass, trust you. You listen to everybody else, and whether it resonated with you or not. But I feel like it's time for you to resonate with what's inside. It's time for you to listen because it's been there all along. And that might be a challenge for you. It might be a struggle. Give me this here. I'm responsible for my life. Because you are. Clarify that. Clarify. Be responsible. Yeah, Five of Cups. Yep, see, Ace of Swords. And that's the Muse of Voices. So in this deck, I love this deck. This is the Muse. That's the Muse. That is like, I'm going to read that. Hold on. But you got the Five of Cups and the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, so you could have been feeling, like I said, let down about your choices. You let something get you down because you felt like it was a choice that you made based off of what someone told you or what you heard or what you've known, and you was conditioned. But it, it's like it resonated with you and you went with that. But I feel like this is saying it's time for you to detach from that, and you need to listen to your own voice. You need to listen within because you had the answers all along. You got them in there. Hold on, let me see this. Let me read the news. I'm being led to read that right quick. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Justice there. That is Music Voices. Yeah. It says, where is it? This is about you communicating as well. This is about you speaking up, speaking your emotions. Okay, so it says, music voices. Communicating truth, intuitive knowing, integrity, directness, honest leadership, diplomacy, finding spiritual truth and purpose, bird's eye view, blending strategy with intuitive knowing, avoiding manipulation, the walk away of consciousness. The music voice dances freely at the gates of enlightenment, drawing heavily on both experience and inner clarity. She knows that what her mind creates and what it receives from the world are both based on her own perception of the facts, and yet she also knows that collective truth, agreed upon reality, and I say that, is what we must use to share our dance of joy. She whispers to speak clearly and to step into your position. As an unbiased, truth-telling leader. Allow the wind to whisk you past, any voices that seem to stand in the way between you and your dreams. Be authoritative when it comes to honesty and integrity, and blend diplomacy and intellect on your way to transcendence. Steering clear of showy displays made with the false beauty of smoke and mirrors will allow you to focus on the art of the mind and to put your head in front of your heart while you find your voice and use your tools of perceptive independence. And here's a prompt for you. Light with me the world on truth, sweet drop of trust, ignite flight with me in all your youth, our sacred will speak bright. I'm gonna say that again because that was kind of sketchy. Light with me the world on truth, sweet drop of trust, ignite flight with me in all our youth, our sacred will speak bright. Okay. That was like the culmination of the reading here. And I feel like you were right on the cusp of that. You're a truth teller. You were someone who, held back in the past because this came up in the reading again, but here we are. You were somebody who, you knew the truth all along. And this is your higher purpose because you are a high priestess. And it's not the fact that you held back for other reasons. You held back because you did have integrity. It's like you didn't want to just burst out and tell what you knew. And you knew you had to say it in a certain way so that it would come across and resonate. But you're meticulous, like I said. You speak with integrity and you speak in a leadership role. And it's like you've been given this crown here. You've been given this to go ahead and do that. You're a truth teller. And you're also a truth seeker. You've been given this benevolent crown to go ahead and do the most, but you do it best. So that is what I have for you. I hope this resonates. I hope you liked it. And I wish you the best on your journey and continue to excel and ascend because we need more truth speakers out here. Okay? Love you. Love to love ya. But love yourself too, baby. All right? Until then, good night, you guys. See you later. Bye.